name's Steve Timms. I'm the writer of a play called The Distance Between Stars, which is being produced by Organised Chaos Productions and will receive its world premiere at King's Arms Theatre in November 2014. I always had this idea I wanted to write a play about extraterrestrials, even though I didn't really know how that was going to work. I mean, it's something that I can't really think of it really many plays. Science fiction theatre is a bit of a, I don't know, it's a very niche market. I don't really know if it's done that often really. So I never really knew how to do it. I just wanted to explore the mythology of extraterrestrials. I kind of had a spark of inspiration watching, it's an old TV show from the 60s called The Outer Limits, which some people might remember. It was a distant cousin of The Twilight Zone. But the very first episode of The Outer Limits, I think it's called The Galaxy Being, which is about this man who builds a radio transmitter to make contact with aliens. And he does so, but what I found interesting about this episode was the fact that he kind of became quite obsessed with the idea of making contact, almost to the point of isolating himself from his friends and his family. It was almost like normal life wasn't really important to him anymore. This discovery was far more interesting, and he became obsessed, very distant and withdrawn. And I think it was the sort of social isolation aspect of that particular episode that really appealed to me. So The Distance Between Stars starts with a similar idea in the fact you've got a main character called Elliot who builds this radio transmitter in his flat, which is North Manchester, of all places. Only for the fact that I live in North Manchester and it just amused me really. But he builds a radio transmitter to make contact with aliens. Because he believes his wife's been abducted by aliens, and that's why it's so important for him to make contact.
I think Elliot represents a slight craving that quite a lot of us have, in the sense that he sort of turns his back on kind of reality in the outside world a little bit by his extracurricular activities, shall we say, in working with the radio and looking for his wife.
And I did quite a bit of research about abductions and so forth, and then all that stuff has been fed into this play. But essentially, it's about a character who is socially withdrawn, and it's his mental health suffers as a result of this.
I stopped taking mine.
Did you?
I've been clean for 2 months. The side effects, contraindicators, whatever they call them. It's too much of a risk. I read an article online, some scientist said there might be a link between mollectobam and cancer. Are you sure I can't help you with anything?
I take mollectobam.
You do? Sorry. Shall I stop talking?
The play touches on issues like depression, mental health problems, also grief. There are some other characters in play who are grieving at different stages of the grieving process.
Elliot, who's the main character played by David, he we all follow his struggle. The play follows his struggle, and then we see different people come in and out of his life, and Daisy appears quite normal at first, but really as the play develops we see that she's got lots going on as well, and at different points she might seem to mask it or hide it better than Elliot, but we do see that she's gone through a lot of stuff in the past. So while she might seem young, bubbly, outgoing, she's also got a lot of past to overcome as well.
And that for me is what it's really about. I think it's the science fiction stuff is just window dressing really, though I think some people might get a kick out of that, but essentially it is really a play about mental health and grief, though there are jokes, don't worry.
diet? What about that fruit and vegetables? Are you getting your 5 a day?
Do chewits count?
I don't think they still make those. No, chewits don't count.
This project, The Distance Between Stars, came because I actually wrote this play a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago actually, and I never really thought anything would happen with it, so it's been sort of lying around since that time. Though I submitted it anonymously for Organised Chaos's script call about a couple of years ago, maybe 18 months ago, which is something that Organised Chaos do once a year. They ask for scripts to be submitted without a name on. So this script was chosen from that batch of scripts, and this production has happened as a result of that. So, which is exciting, really. It's and the way the project has developed, there's a really talented team on board, and it's really great to to collaborate with other people. And that's the part that I enjoy most, really, because writing is quite a lonely thing to do with your time, and the fun part really is seeing your script come to life with a team of really talented actors, directors, producers, designers. You know, it is a team effort, really. It's not my script, and I'm not a prima donna about what I write.
So we cut that line.
Did we?
Yeah, we've cut no man is complete without woman.
Have we?
Some stuff's been cut out to keep this script to a certain length, so stuff's been put in. The director's got his own ideas about how to do the play, so it is very much a collaborative effort, and I think the play's better as a result of the people who are on board, you know, because it has grown and changed shape over the past 6 weeks. So I'm quite excited about it, really. I think it will move people. I think it's a very moving piece of work, and the actors are really looking forward to the challenge, so that's really exciting to hear.
What I want people to feel from this play is I want them to be entertained, hopefully. You know, Steve's written a great play that is entertaining and, you know, beautifully written, and so I want them to be entertained, but I also want them to take a deeper meaning from it. There's a lot of issues in it regarding mental health, and regarding people's feelings, thoughts and emotions and life journey. Sometimes society makes out that there is a set path that we should go along, and we should feel happy when this happens and sad when that happens, and then we should get over that sadness and then be happy again. But everyone's different, and we obviously see this in the play, but the audience will see this in the play, that there's no set pattern in how life should go and how people should feel at certain times. So I hope people will be entertained, as well as leaving the theatre thinking, because that's always important.